Speaking of changes to the economy, California was once America's richest state. It was a mecca for middle-class Americans seeking good weather and a strong economy. Things have changed. How much? Well, let's see. There's a typhus outbreak in Los Angeles. It started in a homeless community that has transformed into an epidemic. It's spread by rats and fleas living on piles of trash in the streets of downtown Los Angeles. One city prosecutor in L.A. says that she contracted typhus from fleas living in her City Hall office. That tells you a lot. Dr. Mark Siegel is our medical correspondent and a very good man, and he joins us tonight. Dr. Siegel, typhus doesn't sound like the kind of thing that we would have a problem with in this country.
You wouldn't think so, Tucker. Good evening. It's an ancient scourge, but we're seeing it in Los Angeles because there's 55,000 homeless in Los Angeles County alone because of the terrible housing crisis there. And to give you an idea what this is like, there are typhus zones, city blocks, where 4,000 or more people live, where storm drains are used for human waste, where there's piles of garbage, rats roaming through the streets and over people who are on the city streets, spreading fleas, which then get in through cuts and bring typhus, which is a bacteria, into the body, and the homeless don't have any way to get it treated. There's no antibiotics. The solution would be getting rid of the rats, getting rid of the garbage, and find places for these people to live.
So this typhus is a disease that's spread through filth and disorganization, two things that we thought we'd conquered in this first world country of ours.
And rats, which have been around since the bubonic plague, spreading disease through fleas. Right. And to give you an idea how horrible this is, that City Hall official that you were talking about talked about a headache so severe it felt like railway ties were going through her head. She had a high fever, muscle aches, and a bad rash. Very, very bad disease. Now, we can treat it, but it's a terrible thing to be afflicted with. And again, it's spread because of garbage, rats, and fleas. All of things you would think Los Angeles could take care of. But of course, big business has left Los Angeles. They don't have anywhere for people to stay. And what's interesting about the homeless in Los Angeles, Tucker, is they don't have shelters to go to at night. You know, you would think, oh, beautiful weather. But when you're out on the streets and you have nowhere to use the bathroom and you're using a storm sewer, you end up spreading disease.
It's really it's unbelievable. Dr. Siegel, thank you very much for that.
Good to see you, Tucker.